Greetings, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the daily market wrap for Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020. I hope everybody had a great trading day today, and what a day! This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. Please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see how the market looks here. So let's pull up the monthly chart because when you want to tune out noise, right, you go to the bigger time frames, and that's what we got right here. So, but still, it's still pretty noisy on the monthly chart too, right? We had a nasty candle last month, and what was turning into a decent start of the month is now an inside month with an upper shadow. So let's see. We'll see if we can still hold the mid Bollinger Band here on the monthly chart. Weekly chart, same thing. We got up to the 30 weekly moving average, and folks, we rejected that today so far on the weekly chart. Let's see where we close. But consistent closes below the 30 weekly moving average right here, right, leads to potential downside moves like we saw back in November, December of 2018 before the Christmas reversal there. So let's take a look at the daily chart and see how that's looking here. So again, pretty wild day today. So we talked about this with our members at the open this morning. Every morning we go live, and we go live at the close, and we also put ideas out there. And one of the things we were talking about is be careful here. We have a morning star reverse, and we talked about this on our live streams last night too. But we have not closed over the 8-day moving average, but we also haven't tested the macro trend line back from December, right? And that was a potential area of resistance there, unless the bull algos really just started going. It was just a blip on the radar right here. But this upper shadow at that macro trend line is also very concerning. So let's see what kind of let's see what that leads us into tomorrow. We also closed back below the 200-day moving average too, so have to watch out there as well. So very, very interesting day today on the SPX. Let's take a look at the price action here on the 15-minute chart and see how that was. So you can see we had that the Powell spike right here, and they said they're going to cut rates not a quarter of a point, a half a point. And why are they cutting it a half a point? They're cutting it a half a point because of worries about the coronavirus, right? So what does that mean? That means the Fed is saying that there is more to worry about than the coronavirus than everybody is leading folks to believe. And so that in itself is very concerning, right? So it leaves a lack of trust and has more complications to be priced in here. So we had a double inside 15 that broke to the downside here for a nice move down today. Gave a little bit of a bear flag here. Okay, big bear flag, right, because big candles, but a bear flag nonetheless, right? And then we broke out in here back under the 15 orb and gave a big move down, okay? And then we had our inside 15. This is a great level to find. Look at that, tweezer bottoms right there on the 15. Nice move up. A little bit pullback, and then it moved up right to our target level right there, and then pulled back into the close. So that's what we saw on SPX today. Let's take a look at SPY. Okay, SPY, very, very interesting stuff too. This is, again, we're paying a little more attention to SPY right now. It is a little bit easier to trade than SPX in terms of its volatility and its big moves, and also the premiums. But nice breakout here. We had a couple great moves today. So we had a triangle breakdown right here today, and then we broke out of this falling wedge for a nice little move up here, like we said, to our target level right there, and then we pulled back right there. So definitely very interesting there. Triple inside 15 on SPY today. Let's look at the S&P futures and see how they're looking here. So down 54. So after the close, they're kind of drifting around a little bit here with an inside 15. So good stuff. A couple other ones to look at here. Netflix. So Netflix has had some relative strength in the market, right? Ended up working its out inside 15, down at the bottom of the 15 orb there today. But look at that upper shadow, all at those key levels. And if you guys go to the weekly chart right here, you'll see how significant this is, because Netflix has been trying to do a macro breakout over this massive, basically cup and handle pattern W bottom, right? Not massive breakout over here, and it just hasn't been able to close above this level on the weekly chart, right? Upper shadow, and now this weekly on Netflix is turning into a shooting star candle. So watch out for Netflix. It may be done up here. Let's see how we finish the week. Okay, so definitely some concern there on Netflix. So other than that, let's take a look and see what else we got going on. So we have Nordstrom just reported some earnings here. So let's take a look at JBM. That's going to be on the 15 orb list for tomorrow. Big miss right there, so they're gapping down pretty significantly so far. So let's see how that holds up for tomorrow on Nordstrom. Let's take a look here and see. Daily chart, yeah, so if we're at 30 right now, we're gapping below major levels right here. With the market really weak, right, we may see a gap. They have a big gap down here in the 27 range, so that could potentially get tested tomorrow if they want to. And they have ex-dividend coming up pretty soon too. Let's take a look at us. We also have Urban is going to be reporting. We're seeing a lot of the retailers reporting here this week, so it's already starting to move down here on Urban. So keep an eye on that as well. Might be in sympathy with Nordstrom. Ross Stores, another one that's down too, so keep an eye on that one as well. And then technology medical one right here is Vive. So let's see how Vive handles its earnings too. That could really use a boost if if anything needed, Vive does. Let's see if we can get over these pivot levels here with some good earnings, but we'll see what that comes out at in a little bit. So good stuff. That gives us plenty of things to work on for tomorrow and a lot of stuff to consider overnight. So, but either way, we'll see you guys on a very appropriate live stream tonight as we continue our discussion on volatility. And I hope you guys have been finding it helpful. It's very, very appropriate for this week. So we'll see you guys there tonight at 9:30 Eastern Time on the Bubblehead channel on YouTube right here. So make sure you subscribe on YouTube and check us out and bring your chart requests. And we'll see you then. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. I'll talk to you soon.